Intrinsic value is the idea that by existence, nature has its own value. This can be culturally, spiritually, morally, aesthetically, or philosophically. It can be hard to balance the intrinsic value of nature with its economic value. Many Seattle residents are not able to appreciate nature for its intrinsic value because of the imbalance of green space throughout the city. Seattle is growing far too fast to achieve the open space to people ratio envisioned a decade ago. They are less focused on green space and more focused on the industrialization of the area to support growing populations. In the more economically stable parts of Seattle, up north in neighborhoods like Broadview and Laurelhurst, there is about a 28 to 30% tree cover rate. In South Seattle, the tree cover rate is 6 to 10%. Northern neighborhoods have huge green spaces like Carkeek and Magnuson Park. There are significantly less parks in southern Seattle. Trees offer many ecosystem services in our neighborhoods, yet many of the existing urban trees are at the end of their lifespan or under threat of disease due to development. The air quality is substantially improved by higher tree coverage because there are no more trees to take in CO2. More trees can also raise property values, reduce crime, and muffle urban noise. Trees also absorb water, decreasing flooding and the need for water treatment. South Seattle neighborhoods are inhabited by lower-income people. They are often people of color. Based on analysis, the poorer and less white a neighborhood, the less likely it is to have robust tree coverage. The lack of green space in South Seattle is an environmental justice issue because this population is significantly less safe. There are reports of residents of South Seattle having some of the highest rates in the county of mental distress, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, and preventable hospitalizations. Those with a more technocentric environmental value system are more likely to support the industrialization of this area, seeing the process as beneficial to society. Those with more ecocentric value systems will likely oppose industrialization as it will threaten the environment and has potential to contribute to carbon footprint. Technocentrists in South Seattle seem to be taking more control of the neighborhood's future, evident in the lack of green space in the community. Industrialization during the 20th century brought the issue of global air quality to the public's attention. Improvements in communication have made environmental issues more widespread and accessible to the general public. Environmental justice is now part of the modern environmental movement and is gaining recognition. There are already some initiatives to plant more trees in Seattle, including Trees for Neighborhoods and Plant for the Planet Academy. More emphasis needs to be put into these projects. Any free space in South Seattle should be turned into additional green space, and Seattle needs to focus more on environmental justice and make all of its neighborhoods safe to live in.